Black churches have long served as powerful institutions in the United States, providing not only a place for worship, but also a sanctuary for strength, resistance, and social change. In the face of oppression, they became the center of community life for African Americans, offering not only spiritual nourishment, but also a platform for political activism and social transformation. From the days of slavery to the civil rights movement, the Black church has remained a crucial element of the African American experience, shaping both the spiritual and political landscape of the nation. The history of the Black church can be traced back to the colonial period when enslaved Africans were brought to the American colonies. These men and women were often denied basic human rights, including the right to practice their religion. Despite these obstacles, many enslaved Africans found ways to express their faith. In some cases, enslaved individuals were forced to adopt Christianity by their owners, but they adapted it to their own needs, blending African spiritual traditions with Christian teachings. This synthesis created a unique form of worship that was distinctly African American. During the era of slavery, the Black church became a vital source of hope and resistance. For many enslaved people, the church was a place where they could find solace, share their pain, and express their longing for freedom. Preachers and spiritual leaders within the church often preached messages of liberation, drawing on biblical stories of deliverance, such as the Exodus narrative, to inspire hope in the face of oppression. The church also served as a gathering place where enslaved people could organize, form networks of support, and strategize ways to resist their enslavement. In some instances, the Black church became a site for the Underground Railroad, helping to shelter and guide escaped slaves to freedom in the North. Following the Civil War and the abolition of slavery, Black churches played an instrumental role in the Reconstruction era. With the end of slavery, African Americans faced new challenges as they sought to build their own communities and gain equal rights in a hostile society. The church became a place where Black people could organize politically and push for civil rights. It was in the church that many of the early civil rights organizations were born, and it served as a launching point for many of the leaders who would go on to fight for social change. The church also played a critical role in educating Black people, particularly through the establishment of schools and colleges, which were often funded by church members and leaders. During the early 20th century, as Jim Crow laws and segregation entrenched racial inequality in the South, the Black church remained a central institution in African American life. In the face of systemic discrimination and violence, the church provided a space for solidarity and collective action. It was in the church that African Americans came together to mourn the deaths of loved ones, celebrate milestones, and find strength to continue their fight for equality. The church also became a site for cultural expression, where African American music, including gospel, blues, and jazz, flourished. These musical traditions became deeply intertwined with the worship experience, creating a rich legacy of spiritual and artistic expression that continues to resonate today. The civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s was a pivotal moment in the history of the Black church. Leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a Baptist minister, used the church as a platform for mobilizing people and advocating for social justice. churches became centers of resistance, organizing marches, protests, and sit-ins. The Black church was at the heart of the struggle for voting rights, desegregation, and the end of racial discrimination. Its role in the movement was not just about providing a space for organizing, but also about offering a moral framework for the struggle. The church's teachings of love, justice, and equality were a powerful counterpoint to the violence and hatred that characterized much of the opposition to civil rights. In addition to its role in the civil rights movement, the Black church has continued to be a source of strength and resilience for African American communities. In the decades following the movement, churches have remained centers for community building, offering social services, youth programs, and assistance to those in need. The church also continues to be a place where African Americans can reflect on their history, celebrate their culture, and reaffirm their commitment to social justice. In recent years, the Black church has played a significant role in addressing issues such as police brutality, mass incarceration, and economic inequality, continuing the long tradition of advocacy and resistance that has defined its history. The Black church has also faced challenges in recent years as it navigates the changing religious landscape in America. As more people turn away from organized religion, particularly among younger generations, the church has had to adapt to new cultural realities. Many Black churches are embracing modern technology and social media to reach a wider audience, while others are grappling with internal divisions over issues such as same-sex marriage and gender equality. Despite these challenges, the Black church remains a vital institution, both spiritually and politically, for African Americans. The legacy of the Black church is one of resilience, resistance, and faith. It has been a pillar of strength for generations of African Americans, providing a foundation for their survival and their fight for justice. The church has not only been a place of worship, but also a site of resistance, advocacy, and community building. Its role in the history of African Americans cannot be overstated, as it has been a central force in shaping their identity, their culture, and their struggle for equality. As the Black church continues to evolve, it remains an enduring symbol of faith, hope, and the power of community.